Hey there guys, this is KTGOZone. You're watching a game of Age of Empires between Kickerwa and TopSpin. This is the first of the games of Uno Rage, and we'll look at the players, we'll look at their maps, and then we'll talk what exactly is Uno Rage, the rules, the series, and all that stuff. So this is TopSpin we are looking at right now. He's playing with Persians, playing with the color yellow, and that is his map. His goal is quite crappy. He's got a wood line at the back of his TC, which is always good to have. And look at his base. That's not good. His base is not good at all. He cannot wall his base, which is something very important for Uno Rage, but yeah, it's not a good base at all. He's gonna find his sheep, he's gonna find his boar, which is at least good, but his stone piles are pretty bad. He's got a bad goal at the back. This goal is quite far away, and this is so open you cannot really wall this off. So that is his base, and we'll go to his fog of war at the moment. Yes, he's scouting it pretty good, and he's almost found all his resources at the moment. Has he found all his sheep? He's going to find them soon. His deer patch is also very far away. So let's look at Kickerwa, his opponent, and he's playing with Turks. Kickerwa, and playing with the color green. Turks, not a very good civilization for Uno Rage, but it is what it is. And he's got a good wood pile over there behind his TC, which is always good to have. His deer is behind that. Probably would need loom to get that wild boar, and he's getting this wild boar without loom at the moment. He's got his stone and gold very far away. This gold and this gold is actually very far away from his TC. He can wall this off. I know he can wall this off, but he can even wall this off, but his important resources are outside, are very far outside, and this is the third gold over there. So that is not good. Even the forage bush is not the greatest thing in the world. So both the players have very tricky maps, and with that I'm going to explain the rules to you guys. So Uno Rage is all about making one kind of unit. You cannot make a different kind of unit, as simple as that. So let's say this guy Kickerwa goes for scouts. His opponent decides to make spears, so this guy has to stick to spears throughout the game. He can only go for spears, pikes and halberds and all that stuff, and Kickerwa will have to stay with scouts, light calves and hussars. So that is the only unit choice he can make throughout the game. He cannot switch units. Once he makes one unit, he has to stick to it. So that is the rule for Uno Rage. It's pretty straightforward, but it is quite difficult once you try to execute it. Right now he's pushing deer, and his strategy would be possibly wait for his opponent to make the unit of choice, and then make his own choice. That is how it should be. Kickerwa is searching loom right now, but I don't think he's going to go to feudal age with 17 pop. That is certainly not the plan, but he's doing his loom to get that board, as exactly what I was talking about. He can't get that board without loom, obviously, considering there is also lag in this game. So yes guys, that is the rule, and you can see TopSpin is already in his opponent's base trying to find out what his opponent is doing, because that is very important. You really need to find out what your opponent is doing and then execute your plan accordingly. So let's go fast forward this a bit, or it's going to be very fast. Okay, I'm going to stop that and continue like this. And there is a little change in rule for the Spanish player. If you got Spanish, then there is a little catch involved, just because they have that supremacy research. So there is a catch, and the catch is you cannot research supremacy if you're going for any unit other than your villagers. So if you're making an army unit, you cannot research supremacy, and if you are not making any your army unit and you are actually researching supremacy, then you cannot make any army unit after you have researched supremacy. You can only play with villagers. So that is the only catch, and that is the catch with Spanish. No other catches with any other civs. Right now we are not playing on WK, so this is straightforward AOC civs at the moment. And this was played yesterday, and a lot of games were played, Uno Rage games, and other people chipping in like Dragon Star and stuff, and they were pretty good at it actually, and it was fun to watch. If you guys want to play it, go ahead. It's going to be fun to watch. And so this is the first game officially of the Uno Rage series, TopSpin against Kickerwa, and I'm going to sponsor this. I have already sponsored it. I've already paid Kickerwa at the moment. He gets 1,000 bucks for this. 1,000 bucks is around $14, and it goes to Kickerwa. So after this, as Kickerwa becomes the Unrage king, and any guy who wants to challenge has to challenge as Kickerwa to become the Unrage king. And to challenge, you have to put in some amount, let's say an amount of X, and as Kickerwa will also have to put that amount on the line, and the winner gets 2x. So it's pretty simple, it's pretty straightforward. That's what it is at the moment. There were some unofficial games played yesterday, but those doesn't really count as part of the Unrage series, guys. So yes, that is that, and we'll come back to the map. We'll see TopSpin is researching Loom at the moment. He has already researched Loom. Let's look at his villages. No, he hasn't really. He actually clicked Loom and then he unclicked it. So I don't know. He wants to go feudal as soon as possible. So he doesn't really have Loom at the moment, and he is going to feudal age. He's sending a hell lot of villages to gold, or is it for this deer? He's going to send 3 to deer and the rest to this crappy gold over here. And he's done a lot of scouting at the moment. He's almost scouted his opponent. He knows his opponent's wood, he knows his opponent's forage, he knows about his opponent's stone. He doesn't really know about the gold scene of his opponent, which is not very good. He knows a bit about this gold, he doesn't really know about this gold at the moment. He's probably going to find that out later, but right now he doesn't know about his opponent, because it's very important to find out what your opponent is doing, your opponent's resources, where exactly it's located, and you can plan accordingly. And right now I see as Kickerwa is sending his villagers to gold. And are these going to stone? Yes, they're possibly going to stone, and this one is also possibly going to stone. So that is as Kickerwa at the moment. He's clicked on feudal age. He's going to go for a delayed feudal age. Does that mean a fast castle? We'll find that out. No, he doesn't really have the food at the moment for a fast castle, so that is not going to be the plan. And it's not going to be very easy for the 2-player. Obviously they don't have pikes, they don't even have they don't have pikes, they don't have halves, and the trash is really trash. And that gold is also not very good. Thankfully that villager can go. No, he can't, she can't. She actually has to mine gold over there, so this is not good. You know, if TopSpin actually sees this, right, if TopSpin actually finds this out, he actually hasn't, he just has a glimpse of this little gold over here. That's a secondary gold. So if he finds that out, he can actually make a tower over there. That's the reason he's making an outpost. He wants to know what his opponent is doing at the moment. But that was a tremendous location for a tower, actually, for TopSpin. Put the pressure on as Kickerwa. If he had put the pressure and denied as Kickerwa of any gold over there, it would have been very, very difficult for as Kickerwa to carry on forward in this game, because he's walling off. He's going to wall off even this area, and he won't really have important resources in his base. So that is what it is at the moment. TopSpin is trying to find out. He has made those he's going to make those palisade walls, and it's going to be a nuisance. Is it? No, those are not the walls made by TopSpin. These are the walls made by as Kickerwa. He's being a nuisance at the moment with his scout. He's trying to get that villager down. The villager has loom, but this scout has got a +2. He's in feudal age, obviously, so he's going to need more than one villager to finish that scout if he wants to finish it. So this wall is good. I know it's good, but then again, this resource is outside, and right now with that wall, this resource is also outside. He's gonna finish that wall off over there. Will probably make that villager come inside and finish the wall. He's finished his wall over there. His opponent at the moment, TopSpin, is without any walls at the moment, the Persian player, and we're soon going to find out what his strategy is. Is he going to send villagers forward? He's researching castle 8, so obviously he's fast castled. He's sending one villager forward. That villager still doesn't have loom, guys. The villager doesn't have loom, and he's going to go to castle age, and this wolf is a little far away at the moment. He's sending more villagers, but now the wolf will come into action. This villager will go down. That doesn't have loom, and that wolf is going to stay on 1 health point, and he's lost one villager over there. He is researching loom right now after getting oh, he has scorpions. He's going to decide to play with scorpions. That is his Unrage unit of choice. He cannot change the unit, guys, so he has to stick to scorpions at the moment, and that is a very, very risky choice. So as Kickerwa sees that, he sees the first scorpion, obviously, so he knows what to do, and I'm quite sure he's going to go for cavalry, because that is what it is. He can easily go for cavalry at the moment and try to win this game. At the moment, TopSpin has already decided it's going to be Scorpions. He's queuing a hell lot of Scorpions at the moment. Let's look at his resources. Let's see how many villages he has on gold. He actually has 7 on gold at the moment, and rest are on wood in that one crappy lumber camp, with 2 lumber camps rather, and everybody's over there. I don't think there's anybody else anywhere else. So that is what it is right now. Only 2 farmers. This is absolute crazy stuff from TopSpin. He has committed to this strategy. Hell lot of Scorpions are forward, and that castle is actually fantastic, which will actually mean these guys won't be able to come in. Though he has broken down that wall, he's going to struggle to come inside. He's making a house over there, so that castle is going to come up surely, and this area is completely gone. Does he have a barrack at the moment? He doesn't. Kickerwa still doesn't have a barrack. It's 19 minutes of game time, and he's got that castle up. He's making his first barrack as we speak, and there's going to be a stable coming up surely after that barrack. Botkin arrow being researched so that this castle can get some distance to its arrow fire. So this is good stuff at the moment for Kickerwa right now. I think he is quite confident because he's seen his opponent making Scorpions. He's walled off his base. He knows his opponent cannot come inside, though some Scorpions are inside, but they're not going to hit this town center down. The first knight has come out, so there you guys, that's the unit choice of Kickerwa. He has to stick to knights, and he is going to make knights. It's not going to be very easy for him if this goal gets denied, so it would have been a great strat for TopSpin to make a tower over there. So that would have been the best area for a tower. Even a tower over here before this castle was up would have been fantastic. This woodline would have been denied, this gold would have been denied, and Kickerwa would have been in serious trouble, considering this gold and this gold is quite far away. So that would have been the go-to strategy for TopSpin, but he went very aggressive. It didn't do the requisite amount of scouting, and he's left with Scorpions right now, and there are knights outside, and is going to really struggle to win this game against knights. The knights are obviously going to come up trumps, and he's going to be struggle. He's going to really struggle. What is he doing at his base? Is he making any siege workshop? He's put down a second town center, and he would possibly want to put siege workshop. He actually put down 3 town centers, and he's trying to boom at the moment. Booming to make Scorpions. I don't think that is a good strat. Obviously he has to just stick to Scorpions. He can't switch his army choice. He's doing his bow sword right now, and I think he's putting down a siege workshop. Yes, now there is the 4th town center actually, and there you go. The booming is coming in for his Turkish opponent, who's actually on 1 town center at the moment, and possibly doesn't want to go to a 2nd town center. Is possibly going to only concentrate on gold and more farms with more mills if possible. Is not queuing in any knights at the moment. That is a good strat. He's trying to get those siege workshops down. Remember, you cannot make any siege to get those siege workshop down. He's sending forward villagers, he's sending his knights forward, and this is possibly GG for TopSpin. That forward castle is going to be very difficult to handle with Scorpions obviously, and that Scorpion choice, unit choice, was possibly game over for TopSpin. I really don't know why he wanted to go for Scorpions, but these guys will learn it. These guys will learn it as they play this game, this strategy, this format of the game, and they will learn what unit to pick as time goes. But this is good stuff from Kickerwa. He waited for his opponent to make his unit choice, and then he made his, and his choice was knights, which was obviously a tremendous choice. So this is good stuff from Kickerwa. Quite aggressive gameplay for TopSpin, but he made a few mistakes which he could have avoided, and it could have put more pressure on this fellow. Kickerwa stayed on 1 town center and 1 stable and came up trumps. So there you go. Kickerwa wins the first of the Unurage series challenger, and he becomes the Unurage king. So anybody who wants to become the king has to challenge Kickerwa. So congrats Kickerwa rather, and you win the prize money for winning the first game. So that is, guys, that is it. I'm going to leave the link to the in the description for all the rules and stuff. What is this game all about, in case you missed it at the beginning of my video. But if you like my work, and if you watch my videos, please do subscribe to my channel. That is the only way it can keep me going, and I will really appreciate that. So that is it, guys. Take care, and bye bye.